what it means to their personality and all that. Yeah. It's great.
And the producers have done a really cool thing. All the Finches, the guys who play Finch, have their own colors.
Yeah, bow tie,
which is very cool.
Oh yeah, I guess the whole thing is dependent on. Yeah, because the backdrop to the my picture is like this green tile thing, where everyone else's was that.
Yeah.
Who's sending in questions? Let's see. We got our little trusty iPad, Generation 1 here. And we got...
They spent the money on everything else.
Yeah, exactly. It's okay. Here's some questions. A lot of things in Spanish. So we have a lot of people watching right now. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? They're saying te amo, te amo. They say my name. They say Nikki.
You.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Te amo?
They say Nikki down there. They say Nikki. Te amo, Nikki. See, sexy. That's a comment.
That's about me, I guess. So there are some about me.
There you go. There it is. Here, we just got a whole bunch of new questions. Send your questions in. We'd be happy to answer any of them.
I'll ask the ones for you, and when we come across some for me. They want you to say hi, Brazil.
Hello, Brazil.
They want you to say hi, Brazzel.
Hi, Brazil. Thank you.
They love you.
Oh, we were trending. Oh. This just into my trusty earpiece. Not wearing an earpiece. But person just told we're trending worldwide. Thank you. That's awesome.
Oh, that's exciting. That means that's the hashtag, right?
It's the hashtag.
Yes.
That means people are talking about this. I wonder how many people we have on the chat at this moment in time.
Can we find that out?
I think we can.
They love your shirt. They think it's the sweater's a good color.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, here's a good question. Seen any more aliens lately?
I have quite a thing about aliens. We haven't talked about this yet.
No, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I sort of obsessed with... Not obsessed. I'm curious as to whether or not there are aliens. And, I sort of strongly believe that there are because I saw a UFO.
You did where?
Out in L.A. Sounds stupid, I know, but...
They were on the ground?
No, they were in the sky.
At Warner Brothers.
Yeah, that's what everybody says. But I was basically out in my backyard at my house in LA. This was probably like 4 or 5 years ago, playing basketball, and also I look up in the sky, and I see like these 3 flying saucers, and I was like, that's pretty insane. And I said to my buddy, I was like, is that are you seeing what I'm seeing? He said, yeah, I am, and that was our experience.
What?
And then we went online and Googled it, and there was 2 other sightings, exactly like the one that we saw in Canada, and then in Las Vegas 2 weeks earlier. No! Crazy. Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
Wow.
Have you ever had any alien experiences?
No, I have not.
But
you're not the only person I've met who has.
Really?
I have met other people who thought they'd seen... I've never met anyone
who had any doubts. Tell us the story. Let's hear it.
I never met anyone who had been abducted or anything like that. But I know people who said that they had seen UFOs, but never
insane,
this.
But when you really take a minute,
daytime,
think about
in the daytime,
in daylight, broad daylight, yeah. Take a minute to think about aliens and the fact that we can see other planets and all this other different galaxies and everything, and to think that there isn't aliens is crazy to me. I don't know.
That you think there must be?
There must be.
There must be other life somewhere.
Yeah.
Somebody wrote they love it when you say things about aliens.
That's funny.
Here's an interesting question. Oh, it just updated and I lost it.
Oh no.
The question was something. Do you ever sit back and think, "Wow, I can't believe this is my life"?
Oh. I mean, yeah, there are moments like this week I'd say are actually kind of like that. This morning I was with my family actually in Times Square watching the billboard kind of being unveiled in Times Square for.
Have you?
Yeah. They all came out. My family came out and watched it with me, which was amazing. And so that was a moment I was like, this is insane. And then I
get a picture of yourself with yourself.
I did.
That's good.
I tweeted it. But I think, like tomorrow night, for instance, I'll have that moment. I'll go, wow.
Yeah.
But I mean, the same must apply for you. You must be in that moment right now. I'm just feeling like.
I mean, this is.
Tell me, because we have but tell me what was your sort of journey like? Obviously, Ugly Betty was sort of the thing that all made us aware of you and a fan of you. And what was the journey like throughout that?
Well, I went to drama school in New York. I went to Juilliard and studied.
Small school.
You may have heard of it. Oh, sorry. Which is mostly like classical theater. So I learned to do Shakespeare and things like that. And then when I got out of school, I did mostly that. I did for several years. I would travel around the country and work at different theaters doing and something I've always wanted to do. This one especially, this musical has always been something I've wanted to work on. So and luckily I was able to get the TV gig, which has opened so many doors. Like this one.
And not to what your dream would be before we've even started How to Succeed, really. I mean, we've done the rehearsals, but tomorrow's our opening night. But what's your sort of dream role after this show? What would be the thing that you would love to do next?
Oh. Gosh, it's hard. I don't know, because this is such a dream. I've been so lucky. I've been able to fulfill so many dreams.
Yeah.
In the last few years alone, I did a production of Amadeus, which is a play I'd always wanted to do, and Angels in America, and this. Like, I've gotten to do these plays that I've always wanted to do, simply because the doors were opening thanks to being on TV. So I feel very fortunate that I've been able to do this. That I haven't even really been thinking about what would happen next. I hope we do this for a long time.
I hope so too.
Yeah, because it's
hopefully all of you have already got your tickets.
Yes. If you haven't, what are you doing?
The link.
Oh yeah, what is the link? Certainly you can just Google the same.
Never ever been the same.
Eso de Jonas Urie.
Oh, here's an interesting question. On a weekly basis.
What do I eat on a weekly? Sort of a not strict, but semi-strict diet.
Water, of course, is great. And
exciting. Not exciting, but what's the word I'm looking for
outgoing.
Here? Outgoing person. Yeah, just kind of more free to have fun and smile and enjoy this whole role. And he is a brilliant character. And just
such a brilliant character. Such a brilliant. I think that's what's great. It's like audiences are going to come not knowing anything about it, and they're going to leave with a really good story.
Yeah, I think the thing too about Finch that Rob Ashford is the director first talked about was Fincho, which I think is a brilliant obviously for anyone. It's a great thing to lie. But specifically with this character, he's climbing up the ladder of success and continuing to sort of grow in the business world, but he never has to cut anyone down or lie to do that, and that's a great thing.
Yeah, and what I think is similar between you and Finch is this glint of mischief in your eye, because you are a mischievous guy, not like in a bad way, in a fun way. Like the first time you made me laugh, it surprised me. Like it sort of came out of nowhere, because he's such a nice guy, and he keeps himself, and he's really reserved.
It took just up until today for me.
It was today, my first day of the week. It's actually this moment right now.
How have you found Bud Frump? What's been your sort of discoveries in your character, Bud Frump?
Well, I have been wanting to do this show, like I mentioned, since I was 16 years old. I saw a touring production of this show in Dallas, where I'm from. Dallas Fair Park Music Hall, starring Ralph Macchio as J. Pierpont Finch. He was the original Karate Kid. And I remember watching it and thinking, this is a musical I could do, because I knew I wasn't a natural singer or a dancer or anything like that, and I wanted to do musicals, and I said this is one I could do. And so I remember Bud Frump even then as being this hilarious sort of villain character, and I love playing funny villins, as anybody who saw Ugly Betty would know. So this guy is similar to that character in that he is he's sort of trying to make his way up a ladder as well, maybe in a completely different way than Finch, but suddenly Finch shows up and makes everything impossible for Frump. So he'll do anything. Ridiculous and very, very silly and very funny. And very, very funny. I think of that when I think about this. I sort of like with comic parts. I always think about Looney Tunes. I don't know. But I always think of these two as like Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny. Finch always ends up with not a mark on him, and my bill always gets shot and spins around my head. So that's definitely been a lot of inspiration for me. Has been that idea.
¿Quién es favorito, cierto?
Here's a good question for you. Are you going to stay on Broadway? I don't know who said it. I'm sorry, it went away. Are you going to stay on Broadway when the show's over, or do another Broadway show, or will you go back to music, solely music?
I think my brothers and I will definitely start to write some songs in the coming months, which is exciting.
I hear cheers all over the place.
And then, I think the next step will probably be, touring and recording with them. But it all depends, Right now it's all up in the air, and I'm just focusing on this moment and this show.
Have you and your brothers ever written? Yeah. Of course, you've written in New York. You've spent time in New York.
Yeah, we lived in New Jersey for 10, 11 years. So
that's when you first started writing.
Yeah, we were signed to Columbia Records here first, and then we got dropped by them.
Columbia Records dropped you?
It did.
Ay, papito.
Gryffindor _ Did you meet Daniel Radcliffe?
I did. Did you?
I did.
Yes. I guess Gryffindor's a Harry Potter thing.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Daniel Radcliffe is extremely cool.
Daffy Duck impressions. Sorry to interrupt, Jonas, just because you were just talking about it.
Well, he does that, and I've actually tried to incorporate that whenever I say his name. I try to spit at him.
I see. Alright, sorry I interrupted you. Go back to what you're saying about Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh, he's a very nice guy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And he was fantastic in the show. He did a great job. I was in they did a reading 2 years ago, just over 2 years ago, of the show with Dan for all of the the people who own the show, basically. And he was great. Even then, he was great. Such a nice guy, and did a great job with the part.
Yeah, he was great.
It's really a testament to me, because what you're doing is so different than what Dan did. And what I'm doing is very different than what Christopher Hanke, who I'm replacing, did. And like Beau Bridges is doing something so different than John Larroquette. To me, that is a testament to a great piece of writing.
Yeah, totally.
If different actors can come in and do such different things and be successful. Of course, we don't know if we're successful yet. We'll find that out tomorrow, I suppose.
Yeah, I am really excited though about tomorrow. Yeah. Like ready for it. What's the favorite part about New York? Love Flies from Italy. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, for me? Yeah. That's a good question. I think to me the pulse of New York, the rhythm of New York is what gets me, and that's actually what I was asking about you guys writing here. I imagine it's different for songwriters and any kind of writer to write in New York versus LA, just because of the pace of town. You're inspired. In New York, there's inspiration everywhere you turn.
Yeah.
Every street corner is some kind of inspiration, and you'll see all walks of life walking down the street. That I've never experienced. I've experienced similar things in other cities around the world, but nothing quite like that. Quite like that rhythm of New York.
Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with having to walk everywhere.
Yeah.
Sort of simple conditions where you need to be.
Saco mi libreta de ahorro. Bueno, no sé.
Drove into the city, would do what I had to do.
Right.
Now living here.
Bueno, igual ahí también eso fue
You were doing Broadway shows.
Pero sí, estoy de objeto con la
Drive
carrera.
in from Jersey every day.
Every day. Yeah, it was like a 45-minute drive from my house. Drive in and do the show.
Wow.
And funny.
You played the Beast, right? And you played Chip.
Played Chip.
So it was just your head.
Just my head until the end of the show. Then I had legs. It was like Disney magic. The fact that you don't see the body, but
What were you on a table?
I was like in like a little cart. So it's like a tea cart, but you see right through it. So you only see the head. So it's like amazing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, David Copperfield invented it.
He did.
He did. It's pretty insane stuff.
I saw that show when I was on the tour in Dallas also, and it was really cool.
Yeah, it's a great show. Bam and Smurf says, what advice would you give to others? See you there. Any last words for our amazing people that joined us today?
I love you all. I'm so glad you came.
I love you
Did
too.
find out how many were here? Do we know?
We didn't find out.
We didn't
We'll
find
just
out.
assume it was a fair
I heard
amount.
1 billion. That's what I heard.
Damn.
1 billion? Is that right? 1 billion.
This just said it was 3 billion.
3 billion.
So
Fun. I thank you for hosting this first webcast. And
we should do more of these.
Yeah, we should. This is fun. If anything else, just to come to this cool room.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
It's located on.
Manda.
I'm not telling.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you very soon.
Bye.
So long.
No.